I know who killed your neighbor boy. He's dead, and so is his attorney. And with those words, we got a lead to somebody we believe was involved in Tim's death.
Tim was one of 4 children abducted and murdered in Oakland County in 1976 and 1977.
He wanted to grow up. He didn't want to be the youngest kid in the family.
Since March 16th, 1977, I have missed my brother Tim every single day.
He told police back in 1977 that Christopher Bush was involved in killing those kids, and the police never believed him.
It was obvious to me that huge mistakes had been made and that something was very wrong with this investigation.
The Flint clerk told me that she had received all of the files she had ordered from the archives except the Bush file.
There's a group of pedophiles in the Cass Corridor, and they had this orbit that took them out to Royal Oak in Birmingham. And Lawson described for me providing boys, victims, to Bush's father.
The more information I get and the more silence I get from people, the more I'm concerned that there might have been some major pedophile activities in Oakland County in the 1970s involving people in high places.
Before I went any further, I said, I'm not going to talk to you unless you promise me that you won't tell the state police anything of what I'm going to tell you.
Finding boys and providing boys and the quid pro quo of them providing boys back to the Cass Corridor group. You know, really sick stuff.
You don't buy an island, put in a runway, and fly kids up on a police officer's pay or a junior high school teacher's pay.
I said, this will go nowhere. I've seen what happens to people who come with legitimate information, and it goes into the circular file.
The polygraph. The polygraph, this was a colossal mistake by the Michigan State Police.
All the emphasis has been on the blue gremlin, more so than people.
Corey Williams took me out of the conference room and said, you can't go forward. And I looked at him and I said, the hell I can't. And he said, you've got the wrong guy.
Why would Gregory Green tell his brother that Bush killed Mark Stebbins if it wasn't true? He had no motive, there's no reason.
When he left the store, he almost got to the front door and turned around and came back and said the case is solved. He was killed by the son of a prominent GM executive.
There was just this horrible clarity about A, the errors that had been made in the investigation, and B, the finagling and dirty dealings that must have taken place to keep information like this from ever seeing the light of day.
So we noticed up Prosecutor Cooper's deposition, and she opposes the deposition. She's reluctant to raise her right hand. She's reluctant to obey her constitutional obligation to confer with victims.
No one from Oakland County has talked to us since 2006. So I don't believe they're doing anything. I think that they are just babysitting the case, and if they had put as much energy into answering our questions and doing their jobs as they have into being obstructionist and to punishing my father for coming forward and asking questions, we might have more answers than we do today.